What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Baltimore here. A little bit different environment, as I was just sitting over here and I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna crack a couple of packs, and ended up just pulling the Mega Dragon SIR out of like 3 or 4 packs that I was there, and I said, you know what, I got a whole bunch of stuff here, we might as well make a video out of it. So this is gonna be our last run prior to the Pitch Black coming out of Chaos Rising. I have some sleeve packs here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bundles that I've kind of been stocking up on. Of course, again, not a scalper, because we're gonna rip everything here. So stay tuned for that, and shout out to the sponsor of the channel, Game Haven. Game Haven's a great place to go to if you like TCG players. They've got a whole bunch of stuff from Magic the Gathering to Pokemon, Riftbound, you name it, they've got a lot of it. Feel free to check out their link below. That'll be down below in the description. And if you're not into that, maybe you're into some Warhammer, building some armies, they've got a whole bunch of stuff there for that. Models, paintbrushes, codexes, they even have tabletops there, and they run events for those as well. So feel free to check them out for that, as perhaps you maybe just like sitting around the table with the family and playing some board games. They've got a ridiculous amount of board games that are there, pretty much their whole back wall is board games, so feel free to check them out for that. They also have events for D&D, both beginners and advanced, so feel free to check them out for that. It's a great place to go to and a great community all around. Thank you, Game Haven, for always supporting the channel, always hooking us up with some great stuff to open. All right, so now we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start off with the sleeve packs, and then we'll just run through the bundles on it. Like I said, I had a couple of sleeve packs. I was like, I just wanna open up a couple of packs. So I opened, I think it was like 3 or 4 sleeve packs that I had, and then, yeah, pulled the SIR, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why am I not recording? So then, yeah, I just said, all right, well, you know what, let's just start recording. So out of the 4 packs, I pulled the SIR, and then I pulled the EX Floette over there. So yeah, we're just gonna finish it up. Like I said, this is gonna be our last run before Pitch Black comes out. It'll probably be, actually, I will probably post this tomorrow, which is the official release date of Pitch Black. Gonna try to go out and try to get at least 2 ETBs. That is my goal for tomorrow. We need 2 more, so that way we have enough sleeves to sleeve everything in the really cool, excuse me, the really cool sleeves that are in those ETBs. Like I said, we are, actually, it'll probably be in another video, because I did open up some stuff. That'll be in a video that'll probably come out on Monday. If you're watching this one Friday, it should be Monday that video will come out. Didn't do a pack trick, but we have a flame. Froakie, Vulpix, Weedle, Sliggoo, Golisopod, Claydol, Transformation, Sliggoo again, Froakie, and Mega Pyroar EX. See, I'm all discombobulated, don't even have my sleeves set up. But yeah, we did end up opening up some stuff. That video should be coming out on Monday. I felt it was probably better to open this just to kind of finish off this little drive. We're still missing 3 cards to Master Set Chaos Rising. But yeah, I mean, the Pitch Black, I actually like the Pitch Black. I like a lot of the art in there, really like the Goldeen. I'm hoping that I'm able to grab one of those. Actually, I guess technically I need to pick up 2, one for the Pokedex and then one for the Master Set. Which is cool about getting that specific IR. I mean, I would have liked it to be the Mega Greninja, don't get me wrong, but I can actually use that in the Pokedex, so that's kind of cool. So that's going to go into the Pokedex, hence why it's sleeved in. I already sleeved it in the Chaos Rising one, because that's something else I was kind of doing outside of the original 151, because I bought so many ETBs of that in my Pokedex. I'm using all the original 151. I have enough 151 sleeves to put everything in the Pokedex. So for this, going forward, I should say, if I have the sleeve of the set that it came out in, I'd like to use it. So like some of the Ascended Heroes IRs that I happen to pick up, I did have some Ascended Heroes sleeves because I did open one ETB and I just sleeved everything in that. So, but my goal of this right now, this video, all these boxes, Toros, all right, is to get the gold. If I can get the gold Greninja, there's one store locally here that has both the other two SIRs. They have the AZ's Tranquility as well as the Roxy's Performance. Those are the last two that we need. So for the Master, if we happen to pull gold here, I will go and buy those two. Just that way we can complete it and focus on, you know, pitch black going forward with the channel. So this box is a little bit dinged up. And I don't actually know where I got all the boxes from. Just to preface, I know that 4 of them are from online Target. I know that for sure. As far as the other 3, I actually don't know. I don't know if they were Target restocks or anything. But I'm glad that we have them. So saw a lot of people opening up bundles and getting some decent hits out of them. So I'm hoping that that luck can kind of, you know, come on to us for that. If we could get another, you know, SIR Greninja, that'd be cool too, because that's one I need to use also for the Pokedex. Because the Froakie, what is it? So you got the Froakie, the Frogadier, and then the Greninja. They all make one scene, so because they make a scene, I have to use those in there. Emma was one that was eluding us for a while. We eventually got her for the Master. All right, I hope that's not just our hit out of this bundle though. Hoping we can get a little bit more. Octillery, Phanpy, Beldum, Claydol. And, you know, something else that might be worth noting, if anybody has perhaps noticed it, is that the music, the background music, is different. So shout out to my boy, Master Daniel, as I call him. He is somebody who just loves making music. He does it for fun, and I work with him. He's a great guy, great worker. And I, you know, asked him, I'm like, hey, do you think you could make me some music, some like custom music for, you know, my channel? And he was like, dude, absolutely. What are you looking for? So we kind of, you know, discussed some things, and then, you know, he shot me over several different ones, which I am excited to use. His link will be down in the description below. If you feel free to go over there, check him out, say a hey, say that, you know, Mr. Baltimore said you sent him your way. Great guy. Ooh, Froakie. All right. Yeah, great guy. And is very willing to work with people, which I like. And he's also in a band too. So wishing good fortune on him. Thank you again, Master Daniel, for helping me out and making some music for the channel and supporting it. Really appreciate it. Frogadier, Patrat, Delibird, Special Red, Claydol, Remoraid, Patrat, Crobat. Okay, so that actually wasn't bad in that box. We've got the Froakie, the Emma, the Beedrill. All right, so not too bad. Maybe the Ceremonial Dagger, we need to start bringing it back. I know I haven't been using it that often. Actually, I have been using it, but I haven't used it. Like, I tend to use it off camera. That's what I've been trying to do, is I tend to pre-open a lot of this stuff. Just so that way I can try to make the videos a little bit quicker. I just feel bad. That some of my videos are longer than they need to be, and then when it comes to editing, I am trying to cut like so much stuff to try to make it worth watching, or not so much worth watching, because I guess the content itself is what people would want to watch it for, but more that it's just not as taxing. That's weird. This pack was kind of like already open. But yeah, so it's just not as long for people to watch, because some of my friends that I talk to that are supporting the channel or subscribe, appreciate all the love from it. They watch my videos, and they admit that sometimes that you know, the videos are a little bit long, that they have to, you know, set it down and put it in the background, which is one of the reasons why I kind of stepped away from doing the 100, because the 200 videos, 100 pack videos that we did for Chaos Rising, as much as I was trying to edit them down, I just couldn't get it down like under 100. So, or not under 100, under an hour. So, sorry about that. That's why I figured, you know what, maybe just make two, instead of doing one video of 100, do 2 videos of 50, or 50-ish, you know, whatever, roughly half the time, and I can pretty much get it down, ideally to, you know, about 30 minutes. Kakuna, Sudowoodo, Roxy, and Philippe. All right. First hit out of this this bundle. So I just couldn't believe that, like, the SIR, I just opened it. Like I said, it was 3 or 4 packs in. I opened it up and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Out of a sleeve pack, like, again. And honestly, I think the sleeve pack was from, well, actually, I don't know. Because my sleeve packs, when I pick them up, I just kind of pick them up wherever that I am. You know, I walk into some store, for whatever reason, I just pick up some sleeve packs. I don't always open them right away. I just kind of, you know, come back, open them up. Or not open them up, I come back and then, all right. Yeah, I just come back, I toss them in a bag or something, and then that's just kind of how it goes. Mega Pyroar. And then I just wait. All right, so we got Philippe and Mega Pyroar out of that one. Let's go on to the third Chaos Rising booster bundle. All right. So yeah. So even my buddy Chris that has been on the channel, and him and we talk very frequently. He lucked out and managed to get some 30th anniversary stuff. Congrats to him. I tried, could not get it to work for me. Kept getting, you know, right there at the minute mark, and then was getting kicked out, and then it was just like, I don't understand why it does that. Even at one point, I had stuff in the cart and I was so excited, and then I go to pay, and then it has the spinning Pokeball, and then I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it's like, you know, you got kicked out. So, and then that's pretty much it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll try to run through this quickly. This is the third box. We got the Mega Floette just there. Haven't gotten anything else so far out of this box. We got 3 more packs left. Man, that Greninja pack just always gets me. I always think I'm opening it upside down, because Greninja's always upside down. So, but Carnivine, Watchog, Zubat, Artillery, Sudowoodo, Emma, Donphan, Ange, Leo. Yep, and again, just to throw out there that next week there should be all right, Mega Greninja 4. I will say, this is I think this might have been the first time I've actually pulled this, because the other times I think I ended up just buying one of them for the Master because I needed it. Maybe, I don't know. But I almost got excited there for a second. Thought it was another Greninja SIR. But it's a no avail. Still cool. Yeah, but next, if this video goes out tomorrow, that is the end of the third box, going on to the fourth. But if this video goes out tomorrow, which I am planning it to, tomorrow being the 17th, then the 100 sub winner should be done Wednesday, or the following Wednesday. So, should be. I'm hoping that it all works out well and does that. And for that one, I managed to finally get my hands. I got my hands on some what is it? The First Partner illustrations. So I have 8 of the Series 2, and I have 5 of the Series 1. All were picked up at MSRP. Again, just roaming around, finding them, picking them up, whatever. Buying within limits, not exceeding, not trying to coax into anything, you know, whatever. So just trying to get what I can. And I've been stockpiling that for a little bit. And as I've been saying, all right, Mega Floette for it. As I've been saying, we are not a scalper over here. We are going to rip everything. So everything's going to be opened up, ripped open. Everything's going to be ripped open. And then, not sure what I'm going to do with it after that. Nothing will be sold though. That I can guarantee. So that is the intent behind everything that I have. I have a binder that I have been filling up for the time that it comes time to vend. It can hold 300, I don't know if I said this in the previous video, it can hold 324 cards. It is a top loader binder because I have become a big fan of top loader binders. So it is a top loader binder and it holds 324 cards. Currently there are, dang, we just looked at it last night. It's 181 cards, I believe, is currently in there. So the idea is that once that gets completely filled up, I will be ready to go, and I should have enough inventory, hopefully, to at least make something appealing. I mean, I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of big stuff in there because I'm still using things for my own, whether it be Master Set or, you know, the Pokedex binder. So some of those things are not gonna end up being used. Like if I pulled a third SIR Mega Dragaggle, I'll put that into the trade binder because I only need one for the Master, which we already have, and I only need one for the Pokedex, which we now have. So if we get a third one, if we pull one here today, then that third one will go into that trade binder. And again, when it comes time to vend, I will make sure to let everybody know. I'll make a community post or something, but everything will be traded at 100%. I will not buy any cards. I will not sell any cards. Everything will be trade only, and it'll be traded at 100%. And when I say 100%, I am meaning that if you show up with a card that is worth $100, I am not gonna say I'm gonna give you 70% or 80% or anything like that. I'm gonna give you 100% of the value. Now granted, the only thing that's gonna really play into effect is gonna end up being the conditioning, of course. So if you show up with a card that at near min is $100, but damage is only worth like 15, I'm gonna give you the value of the damage, but I will give you 100% of that value. So, but I just wanna make sure that I have enough inventory that if somebody walks up and does wanna trade, you know, a $100 card, that they can find $100 worth of profit. Or not profit, but trade. So, that has been my only concern with this endeavor. As you see, I'm not wearing the normal logo and stuff because this was not a scheduled video. I was actually planning to do one tomorrow and then just opened that and said, you know what, let's just open everything else. And then I can work on this video today and then we can have something different tomorrow. because I think I was actually planning on doing this, opening the rest of this like next week, but it works out. So, code. Esper, Frogadier, Weedle, Quillfish, Sudowoodo, Roxy, Delibird, all right. Well, this will be going into the trade binder. As I said, since we already have the 2 that we need, that's kind of crazy. So, okay. Nope, we still have more packs. All right. I need to start talking about stuff. My Link tells me, my son tells me about it. He's like, you know, Dad, every time you seem to talk about a card, it ends up pulling up. I just need to start talking about stuff that we need. Gold Greninja, Gold Greninja, Gold Greninja, Gold Greninja. Gold Greninja. A Greninja that is gold. Nope. I already know one individual because I sent when I opened the one after the couple packs, I sent a picture of it, and I was like, yeah, to somebody, and I said, yeah, so just opened up a couple of packs and just got this, and he's like, dude, your luck, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know. That is pretty fortunate. So then I said, all right, I guess I'll just make a video and open up everything else. But now I'm gonna have to send him a video and say, hey, I opened up everything else, and I got another one, and I'm pretty sure he still has yet to open an SIR from Chaos Rising. Spod, Claydol, Golbat, Mutang. All right, that's funny. We've actually, so I was just thinking about it. As you know, say at the time we only had 2 IRs, which was the Tauros and the Froakie, and then we had the SIR. So we had as many SIRs as we had IRs, and then we pulled a Mutang, which is cool. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. So, Gold Greninja, Gold Greninja, Gold Greninja. Yep. That would probably be the last thing. If I happen to pull the Gold Greninja, then I will probably I will just go and buy the last 2, another Mutang. Okay. I will just end up going and buying the last 2 of the last 2 SIRs, since the prices of Chaos Rising have dropped significantly, surprisingly. I don't really know why, because I think it's a really fun set. Again, a lot of beautiful artwork, but yeah, I will just go buy the last 2 that we need, and then maybe just like sit on some stuff if I happen to, you know, do what I've been doing, just kind of buy some packs here and there, and then put them in a bag, and then, all right, you know, now it's time to open everything, so let's go on and open everything. This is a new bundle though. Beedrill full art. So we got one more bundle after this. And then that'll be it. So almost at the end, bear with me everyone. Still need the gold. The gold Greninja, not the Gourgeist DX. We've got plenty of those. And then something else actually that I've been doing with some of the lower valued EXs, and I'm making another binder. It is not a top loader binder, I will be honest. And the reason that I did not go with the top loader binder is because when it comes time to vend again, I will be having that binder out. And that'll be a take a card, leave a card. So it's just a whole bunch of like EXs that I know some people like. They just like the way they look and stuff. Maybe some people need a couple, you know, last whatevers. It's basically anything I have that's kind of like under $1, but more than 50 cents. So, but it still looks good. So that I'm planning to have a take a card, leave a card binder. So just if anybody wants to walk up and see something that they might be interested in, they don't need to worry about trading. Just, you know, leave a card and you can take what you want. All right. Last bundle that I have in my collection. Can we pull the gold? The gold Greninja. Gold Greninja. The Greninja that is gold. Let's see. And if not, if we don't, then I guess again, I'll just keep ripping until we happen to pull it. Hopefully I won't pull that many more of those SIRs, of the Draggles. Honestly, the centering on those, well, one is a little bit better than the other. But we want the gold. I think there's something in here. I don't see gold. Maybe it's the EX. Yep, EX. It tricks me up too, the EXs, because like how they have a little bit of texture on them, and then I get tripped out and I'm like, oh wait, is that? And then I got to think about, well, where's the place of it in the pack and everything else. Annoying. So. Alright. So, coming down the last packs, I will reiterate that the 100 sub giveaway will be happening on Wednesday. I will make a video then, posting stuff. And then after that, we are very close to hitting the next mile marker, which is 151. And at 151, I will be giving away the UPC 151 Mew. So I think we're only 1 or 2 away from that. So feel free to ask anyone, you know, hey, do you mind just subscribing to this guy? Try to get him up to this number. 151, that's what we're aiming for. And giving away UPC 151 Mew, which I think is one of the most attractive Mews. What is not attractive is that out of this bundle, we have only pulled the Mega Floette. So hopefully this last pack, the last pack magic, we can get the gold. The gold. All right, no cheating. Bedlam, Fennekin, Kakuna, Phanpy, Metagross, Roxy's Performance, Golisopod, Deoxys, Minccino, and another EX. So out of this bundle, we only got 2 EXs. That's heartbreaking. All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Feel free to have your notifications on, so that way you get notified when the video drops next week for the 100 sub giveaway. Thank you again, Game Maven, for hooking us up with some awesome product. Always be able to open, always supporting the channel. Appreciate that. And thank you everyone who, you know, is tuned in and watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, see you later.